Grasshopper came to a puddle of water in the road. He was just about to hop over the puddle. "Wait!" cried a tiny voice. Grasshopper looked down. At the edge of the puddle was a mosquito. He was just sitting in a little boat. "It's a rule," said the mosquito. "You must use this ferry boat to get across the lake." "But sir," said Grasshopper, "I can easily jump over to the other side." "Rules are rules," said the mosquito. "Climb into my boat." "Your boat is too small for me," said Grasshopper. "Rules are rules," said Mosquito. "You must get into my boat." "I can't fit into your boat," said Grasshopper. "Rules are still rules," shouted the Mosquito. "Well then," said Grasshopper, "there's only one thing for me to do." Grasshopper picked up the boat. "All aboard!" called the Mosquito. Grasshopper held the boat very carefully. He stepped into the puddle. "You're lucky to be with me on this voyage," said the Mosquito. "I've been sailing back and forth across this lake for many years," said the Mosquito. "I'm not afraid of storms or waves." Grasshopper took another step. "I know more about sailing than anyone else around here," said the Mosquito. Grasshopper took one more step. He was on the other side of the puddle. He put the boat down into the water. "That was a good trip," said the Mosquito. "Now I must hurry back to the other side and wait for new riders." "Thank you," said Grasshopper. "Thank you very much for taking me safely across the lake." "I was glad to do it," said the Mosquito. Grasshopper waved goodbye and kept on walking down the road. Hey Sunday School Junkies, welcome to another episode of Sunday Snippet, your quick dose of encouragement, energy, inspiration to kickstart your Sunday. 10 minutes or less, because we got kids to teach and lives to change, so let's go! All right, that story at the start was a chapter from a little book for early readers, right on my level. The book is titled Grasshopper on the Road by Arnold LaBelle, and I just love that little chapter. The book has other good lessons in it and good little chapters that are fun, but this story illustrates what I really want to talk about today. Rules. Rules are rules. And the main point, the main thought I want to get across is rules are necessary, but they should make sense and they should help people succeed, not frustrate them. They should help our kids succeed and not just frustrate them. Not too long ago, in our curriculum, we had an object lesson where we laid out different pieces from different games, and just laid them on a table and had the kids go at it and play. And with missing pieces and no clear instructions and pieces from this game and pieces from that game, it really led to frustration and chaos. A game without clear instructions, a game without rules isn't really great. It can lead to a lot of frustration, and you can get angry and people can start bickering. And it's important to have rules and clear rules that are easy to follow. We recently played a game at the house, and I can't remember what game it was, but there was so many different rules, so many different complications that it was like, I don't even know. I don't want to play. Let's play something easier. Let's play spades. Let's play phase 10. Let's play something I can understand. And that's the way it is in our Sunday school. We've got to have clear, simple, easy to follow rules so that our kids, our volunteers, everybody knows exactly what's expected. You ever had a rule that just didn't make sense? Like in our story, Grasshopper, he could have easily hopped over and ignored that rule, but he didn't. He politely complied and kept the Mosquito's dignity intact. I love that little chapter. Point number 1, clear and simple rules help everybody win. Every class, every bus, every van route, every kids' church, every one of us should have clear, simple rules to follow in our class. I know back when I was teaching in preteen class, our older class, we taught, it had the basic rules really was just respect. Respect the one talking, your teacher, or a peer that's talking. Respect those around you. Respect the environment you're in. And then lastly, our fourth rule, and I really recommend every class has 3 to 4 rules, but our last rule was always, no matter which class we were teaching, be involved and have fun. Be involved and have fun, and not like you're going to have fun whether you like it or not. Another set of rules that's easy to remember for a wide range of classes is just the SOAP method. And it kind of revolves around that same respect thought process, and it's SOAP. Got to get your SOAP, and that means, you respect yourself, you respect others, you respect authority, and you respect property. That's the SOAP method. The point is, whether you have SOAP or just 3 little 1, 2, 3s or 1, 2, 3, 4s, it's always got to be simple, clear rules that help everybody win. And we've got to communicate them often. We've got to cover them often. Don't just say it once at the beginning of the year and think it's going to sink in, because it won't. We'll forget. As easy and simple as they may be, we can forget. So you got to repeat them often, each Sunday, each class time. It's good when you're on that route every week. It's good to repeat the rules of the bus, of the van. That's something Mosquito did pretty good. He told them the rules. You got to get in the boat. And he repeated it often. Kids need reminders, visuals, reinforcement. Put something up on the wall. Just repeat it often. And really, I do think the best rule is that be involved and have fun. The last rule in every class, I think, should be about engagement and having a good time, because that's what the rules set you up to do. Kids learn best when they're having fun. We learn best when we're having fun. And that's really the big thing today is let's go out there and let's be involved and have fun. Let's take that rule and apply it to ourselves. When we're engaged and we're having fun, it's contagious, and the kids are going to do it too. When you're sitting in the back of kids' church like a bump on a log, don't expect the kids to get up there and do it. Let's get involved. Let's be involved and have fun. We've got to model that rule for our kids. We've got to be excited. We've got to be engaged. We've got to be in the middle of it. Action song, offering, whatever it may be, we got to be in the middle of it. And that's where the magic happens. If we are bored, kids are going to be bored. If you don't like what you're doing, kids ain't going to like what you're doing. So just to quickly recap, we got to set clear rules that help kids succeed. We've got to communicate the rules clearly and often. And most importantly, we got to be involved and have fun. Let's make today a day where we live that rule loudly. All right, let's go make this the happiest place on earth. Let's go be involved and have fun.